Hey y'all, Chad with Old South Forge. We got us a new little video going here. I hope y'all enjoy it. Today I'm making a little small carry knife for a fella that's requested it. I'm gonna be making it out of a piece of this old hayrake tine. Some good spring material. So I'm gonna get it in the fire and cut us a piece off. Get it ready to start forging into a blade. All right, it's coming up to a good temp now. We're gonna get a piece cut off here. All we need, that little piece. Remember, let it anneal. When I cut that piece off, it's still red, but I put it under the coals hot. Let it cool down for a good little while before we start hammering on it. You remember, you got to anneal it. If we don't, it's just gonna split and crack and break all over the place. Fix this. Don't get anything burned. So I'm gonna let that sit there in the coals and cool off, and then we'll get the hammering on it. All right, so the little piece we cut off, I let it cool under the ashes and let it anneal, and now it's back in the fire and it's ready to hammer. We'll hammer it into a nice flat billet to get my blade out of. So I can get these old tongs on it here. There we go. Just make it from round to flat. Amazing how big that little round piece will mash out to. Try to keep it square and consistently shaped. Look at there. I mean, that's way bigger than it was. Don't take as much as you think sometimes. Alright, now another heat or two and get that part there. We'll be ready to start turning it into a blade. Alright, get this last little bit of it right here, all nice and flat, ready to work. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Look at there. Nice big piece of steel. Get a good sized blade. And we'll start doing that now. Get it forged into a blade. Alright, start shaping it now. Start shaping the point. Get it going into a knife. To the forge. thin it out just a little bit more. We're getting there. More heat. What I'm trying to do right here now is get this point right, the shape I want it. You know, every time I flatten this down, it's getting thicker. So I have to keep thinning it out until I get the, see, I hit it this way and it's getting wider. So you gotta go back and keep it thinned out. And still, I ain't see that point. It's still really blunt, so I gotta get in here and get it shaped. First of all, almost. This little blade is going to have a little bit of curve to it. It's not going to just be a straight blade, and it's about perfect shape right now, but the thickness, my bevels, is not right, so I've got to keep it straight. So take that curve back out of it for now and actually kind of reverse it just a little bit until I get this thickness of the blade right. And then on the last few passes, I'll let the hammer go ahead and, you know, and put that curve up back in the blade. And that's kind of what he's wanting. You see, we thinner down here and thicker up here. That's what you want. Well, that's what I want, because I want the knife, as it comes back toward the hill, the blade widens just a little bit, and that's just a style I like. I think it's a good look. So it's almost there, and then I'll come hammering down here and get this to widen down here, and it'll pretty much be the shape that I want, but it's still a little bit thick right in here. And everything I can do with the hammer is that much less I got to do with the file. All right. Now back here where it's thicker, that's where I'm going to start my heel. There we go. Looking pretty good. All right, now I'm working on the tang, getting it shaped up. Can you see it? We're getting there. Like I say, the last few hammer blows that I put in and on these bevels, it's still a little bit thick. It'll give it a little bit of curvature versus this straight blade. I like the straight blade better, but the knife that the guy requested has got a little bit of curve to it. So. All right, I got the tang where I need it to be for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little curve in that blade. Not much, just a little bit. See it coming in there? See that nose turning up, or the tip? Just a couple more. I've got the blade out like I need it. I hadn't trimmed the tang off yet to start that, but I'm gonna take my half round file and I'm gonna come in here and get this heel shaped up. Just kind of trace it. I started it with the hammer, but I'm gonna take the half round file and go ahead and trace that over. Get that shaped up. Give it a nice little shape there to the heel. Not quite there. This old file not had a lick. Let's give it a nice little shape to that heel back there. If you can see that. Alright, now I've got everything pretty much like I need it. I'm gonna get rid of some of this excess tang here that we ain't gonna need. Just cut that off. It went flying across the yard. Okay. Ain't she looking pretty? Can you see through the tongs there? Alright, so now I'll get my, well, I'll go get the guillotine put in here. And we'll forge in the tang. So get another heat on it. We'll get the tang forged in. It'll be about there. Right there, looks good. Get it marked up. Now I can forge out my tang. Yeah. Alright, we're going to start shaping in the tang. The head of the hammer will stay on. Get this worked down nice and even thickness on the tank, and that's going to be all the length I need. A little thick right in here in the middle. Just stand that down a little bit. Is. See if I can get a little bit better shot at it. Turning out really nice. So I got, of course, a lot of file work left to do. Not a whole lot, but just clean everything up with the file and get it stamped, and then it'll be ready for the heat treat. Alright, get my stamp on it. I'll be about ready to call it done. There's the M. Get back in the heat over here and get the cross on it, and be good to go. And there we go. Well, here it is, all but finished. The blade's all tempered and quenched and all that. You see that color on the blade there. Still got to clean that up and get the pewter bolster done on it. But it's looking pretty good so far. Now here it is all done. The handle's all colored up. The blade finished. I just wanted to show y'all that. Turned out to be a sweet little knife. Nice little skinning knife, hunting knife. Pretty much whatever you need to do with it. And there it is. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.